What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and again, we are checking in from the Universal Orlando Resort for another Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster construction update. And hopefully there's been some progress. I don't know if the spike has been finished when I was driving in. It didn't look like it, but we'll see if anything else has been happening. Let's go. Split point, and there's some new World Cup stuff over here. And there is the spike. Yep, it's not topped off. Alright, so let's fast forward 3 hours or so, and well, when I first got here, I noticed the spike was not complete. That was the main goal of coming here, but they did add track to the high-speed turn, so we're going to show you that now. But I went over to Islands and I rode Velocicoaster 3 times, did Haggard's early morning, got on in 5 minutes, so I wanted to have some fun. But we'll show you just real quickly what's going on with Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And there it is. So we have the spike right there, still not topped off. And then there's a high-speed turn. And there's a new piece of track on the ground right there, and that looks like it's going to be continuing on for the turn. So we might not even get the spike by tomorrow morning. I don't know, we'll see. They're kind of going at a slower pace where they're only installing 2 pieces of track per night. Now, when I've been building roller coasters in the past, the goal is about 4 to 5 pieces per day. So the fact that they're only getting 2 seems kind of slow, doesn't it? Gotta love those views. Something else we want to point out is, well, on Twitter we posted about it last night, that the track segment, the very top piece, is labeled TE58. And then the track piece right here, this one right here, is track element 44. Now, we've seen online comments and whatnot, and photos in the past, that some of the pieces right here, like the last one that was just put on, is pretty much TE60. So are they going from 58 down, 59, 60, 61, 62, or what? I mean, that's what it looks like. So is the spike going to be in the middle portion of the spaghetti bowl, or is it going to be towards the end of it? I don't know. Right now it sounds like it's almost in the middle of it. So the piece that's on the ground for the high-speed turn is going to be installed either on that side or over here. I'm thinking probably here, because the distance between where it mounts on the column to the end of the track piece is kind of longer there, and that's what it looks like, the gap right here, as opposed to that side where there's 2 columns going that direction of travel, and I think 1 piece of track is going to mount on those 2 columns, but we'll see. Alright, so if we're playing connect the dots and doing straight line, we can see those columns over there are pretty much in straight line with these. So something is going to be right in this area, direct line. And these columns over here, well, that's going to be for another turn. Still playing connect the dots. If we're going off of this turn and it's heading this direction, so you can see the foundations right here on the ground that don't have any columns. That one right there has kind of a tiny column, but that's going to be built up. There's going to be more to that column that goes higher up in the air. And I think that's going to go directly over the little powerhouse right there. And it could be either a mid-course brake run, or it could be an inversion, possibly. That'd be neat. Well, that's going to do it for our views from the top deck from Hard Rock.
the sunset, throwing dreams against the wall.
It's not an osprey, but there's a bird at the top of the column for the spike. Don't be making any nests. There's studios in the archway. Now, yesterday when I was here, there was a group of people standing over there talking about the paint job. It's going to be that white that you can see back there on the other buildings, but it's going to have a hydrophobic coating. It takes about 30 days for it to activate, but this is going to be getting a new paint job very soon. Guest services line, well, there's no line. And over here at the ticket booths, no line either. Turnstiles, both sides are open, and we'll be right in. Yep, like usual, no wait to get through, and we are on our way. Somewhere in the high 80s, low 90s today. Again, storms. It's Florida. It's summer. Expect storms after 4 p.m. Not going to be checking on the wait times today. Park is open till 7, but I can see right off the bat, Minion Mayhem is 30 minutes. And that's our indication that it's not too busy in the park today. If it was like 45 minutes to an hour, yeah, the park would be slammed. Now we're over in the New York area of the park for the station and maintenance barn. And we'll see if anything's different. Well, that's definitely new. On the work walls, we have promotional photos showing off the ride vehicles from Hollywood. Yes, the one in California. They actually have theirs doing testing and everything. So there we have Dom's Charger. It says new roller coaster coming 2027, Universal Orlando Resort, but these are all new. Love it. Pigeons. Ooh, and I found a shiny one too. It's a rare Pokemon, you know. I'm sure these guys over here are very busy working on enclosing the station area, but I'm just not seeing anything different from yesterday. Oh well. Well, that's a little bit different. Across from Transformers, we have a horse? A Trojan horse? What? Yeah, that's actually to promote the new Odyssey movie, but we have it here now. It is definitely different seeing that thing. And right now, the horse is behind work walls. So hopefully, maybe sometime next week, I don't know, we'll see. It'll be available for photo ops. If only the horse was turned 180 degrees, Optimus Prime would be booping the snoot. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Touch. Why you give me that look, huh? In our last update, we showed you some lighting trusses over in the San Francisco area of the park. And now we have some over here leading towards Kid Zone. And this is all for HHN, baby. Yeah, so they're getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights already in June. Well, this is something I couldn't see while I was in the park, but can from CityWalk. We have a bunch of new columns right over there by the entry area for the station, as well as the maintenance barn. In fact, the maintenance barn now has track leading into it. One final thing to note for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift is, well, we've talked about Halloween Horror Nights coming up, and that is starting in August. And well, if you remember in years past, they had walkways that went underneath this area by Rocket to access the houses and the sound stages. Well, from my guess, that means they have to have most, if not all, of this track complete by August. So yeah, they've got to pick up the pace. Instead of just having 2 pieces of track a night, we've got to be talking 4 or 5. Now let's talk a little bit about what's happening here in CityWalk. Well, right over here by Studios, we have Telemundo, and they're handing out cooling towels. Yes, that's nice. Definitely needed on a day like today. CityWalk Music Series. So right over here at the stage, we have different themes. So June 20th, Women in Music. 27th, Broadway Music Night. Then we have Rock Night, July 4th. Boy Band Night, July 11th. July 18th is Throwback Night, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. July 25th is Latin Night. August 1st is EDM Night. I may actually have to check that one out. August 8th, we have Motown. And August 15th, Country Music. Now we're over by Margaritaville, and we can see markings on the ground right here. And this is for that new restaurant. It's coming right there. Category 10. Everything has been taken out of this little kiosk here, and that is to get ready for work, starting very soon for this. Tell you what, that is going to be a heck of a squeeze point with how narrow this pathway is and the construction right here. It'll be interesting to see what it's like during big crowd moments. Hot set, hot set. They're filming today. Photo opportunity spot right here for the World Cup. And over there, we have a stage that's set up, and that's where they're doing filming. And we have the Coca-Cola area over here, again for World Cup. And then a Doritos loaded stand. Interesting. Let's see what they have over here. So we have elote nachos, cheeseburger nachos, flamin' hot buffalo nachos, and then a Texas barbecue nachos. Interesting. Well guys, that's going to do it for our video here from the Universal Orlando Resort for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster construction. High Speed Turn has some new pieces of track. We have the top of the spike pieces sitting on the ground. Again, we're just waiting for them to put it in. In my years of experience, again, we start low and go high, and that's what it looks like they're doing right now. Hopefully we'll have the spike topped off in the next day or so. I don't know, maybe Universal's just trolling us. We'll see. Of course, we had the Trojan Horse over here at Studios, and I had a ton of fun over Islands 4 early admission. And yeah, we're going to have plenty more updates from here. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and the website formerly known as Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I will see you out on the Midway.